Alrighty guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Crew Beta, and in this episode I'm just going to be customizing my Ford GT, my Mustang, my Ford Mustang GT, and this is a pretty cool car. I do like it, although, yeah, so let's talk about the customization a little bit. So, in terms of customization, paint, stock paint that comes with the car is actually more expensive than just paint that you could buy pretty much from the store or whatever. And so yeah, you can also customize the interior and stuff like that. But I like to say real fast, I apologize for the lag in the last episode. I am aware of the lag, and there's nothing really I could do about this. My computer is not terribly powerful for this game, so yeah, it's enough to run this game. But anyway, you can see the customization is amazing. I mean, the body panels can come off. I mean, it's just like, it's so realistic. I mean, I just love this. And the fact that you can also click a button, you can click right trigger on your controller or whatever the button is, and you can see what it'll look like on the car before you actually buy it. So you can decide if this is something you really want. And so yeah, just looking through the bumpers, I mean, there's a ton of bumpers for the Mustang. I mean, wow. The rear bumper, same thing too. Look at that. It's a lot of bumpers. Center exhaust, I don't like those. Okay. You can't do anything with the wheel arches or whatever those are. I forgot what those were called or whatever. You can change the rims, you can change the hood and stuff like that. I mean, ooh, that's a nice hood. Okay. Yeah, nice hood. I'll take that. And of course, there's certain prices for these parts. I mean, they're not that expensive actually. Surprisingly, they are not terribly expensive. Of course, you can tear the entire body off and take a look at the performance parts. You can even look at how the engine works and how the suspension moves and stuff like that. I mean, that's just, wow, who does that? That's an amazing detail. I mean, I will show you how the engine works in a bit. At least I think I will. But yeah. Taking a look at the demo mode, I mean, just you can open the doors up, you can roll the windows down. I mean, this is just amazing. I mean, the amount of detail that's in here. And of course, you can also do like a dyno test or whatever, just a standing test. You can even do it with the doors open. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. And of course, the nitrous. You can demo the nitrous and stuff like that. You can also change your plates, I forgot to mention. Headlights are a little weird. They're glitching a little through the bumper. The fog lights, which do not exist. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I do like the little details they added. Like, I will say that the high beams, the fact that the high beam lights actually work and stuff like that. Like, you go into a town, like if you're out in the middle of nowhere, like in the forest or whatever, it'll just be like low beams, high beams the entire time.
So,
but
how'd it go?
Good. Troy's moving on St. Louis.
But once you enter a big town, a big city or whatever, then it will just turn your high beams off. And of course, I'm going to also show you the HQ, the headquarters. Because in the headquarters, whatever you purchase, you actually have in your inventory, which is pretty darn cool. I mean, like you saw, there's a bunch of performance parts things. Like, I purchased a couple of bumpers. This is the bumper that I prefer. For some reason, with the dirt spec cars, the bumpers are more accurate. Like the lights on the Ford Mustang GT are a lot more accurate on the dirt one than on the street one, which I found quite interesting. Of course, you can also repair your car. You can do performance stuff, suspension, engine, and stuff like that. Of course, yeah, some of this stuff gets put into your inventory, as you can see, and each one does slightly different things. So weight reduction, it could give you bonus braking, or it could also give you bonus grip or whatever, which I don't see how that can work, but whatever. I guess that sort of makes sense. I don't know, I'm not going to really say anything about that, but the suspension you could see. Of course, am I going to show the engine? Well, there's the ECU as well. No, probably not going to show the engine, but I will show you what the 370Z, I think. You could actually see the cylinders working, and like I said, the fact that this game runs on 30 FPS, it's astonishing. Of course, your car collection, you have full stock cars as well, and you also have your customized one. There's my 370Z. Of course, there's also what I really like, reminiscent of Test Drive series, is a kit car, which is basically a wrecked car. You drive around the entire map. Of course, it'll tell you where you can look for this wreck, approximately, and once you find all the parts to that, you will get that car, which is awesome. And of course, I've also found a couple of those wrecks in this series as well, which, I mean, this is just like the perfect game for me. I mean, the perfect game for me and High Train. It's just amazing. This has got to be by far the best game ever. And of course, these are cutscene type things as well. So yeah, I mean, I just love this. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.